We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Russell. It's on target and complete. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going.
Continues to fight for yards. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative.
Oh, a lot of space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Buying some time. He turns it loose to the left. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to throw. It's Beck. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. And he's dragged down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, you'd be forcing it a little bit.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. A designed run for the quarterback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown time!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Looking for space. It's Pringle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. He caught it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys there.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's back. Got it in the middle, it's Pringle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They'll run the toss. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Yeah, you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And the Canes looking to convert on 4th down. Receiver. Off the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll take a shot. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. The defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And that's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He fires to the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Alabama!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
31, Miami, 7.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Big finger ass nigga. You got them big limes.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
What's wrong with Android? Shit, I got Android.
There, they don't get the snap off in time.
Is I'm poor or
The
something?
delay of game pushes the offense back.
What is that? How much the 30 cost?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's back. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
No, I thought y'all
On
was
fourth down, they'll
messing
throw
with
for it. Intercepted for the 11th
Yeah,
time
I
this
saw
season.
my shit, man.
Couldn't find a ton of room.
I really ain't putting out nothing.
Small change, they take over at the 43.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's loose. They bring him
Think
down,
that shit
but
out.
that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They go to the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this.
I'm being a single bet.
With some information you gathered, maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. Gets it into the end zone.
Damn,
There's
man,
a
that's cute.
flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
You get the half-back pass.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Russell. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Cuevas.
Yeah.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Yeah.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of
I know
they're
you
now
have.
set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard
You got it like
if
that.
you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're
Pit
going
route.
for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's back. Flips it out in the flat. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
Good play. Good
Got his
job.
man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw
That
for
flash
the
is-
offense.
that
but they're
flash-
down by
flash
a ton.
threw me
They're gonna
off,
need a
though.
lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be
You
throwing the
hear
ball
running that bit.
every play here in the second half moving forward.
They get to him as he
Oh, what they call?
working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think you can see
This
that, huh?
offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw, it's back. Looking left. He makes the catch. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He uncorks one deep. He's got it. Touchdown time. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hold and fire complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Back to pass, it's back. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snares it outside. It's Bauman. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
He came into this year with
Yeah,
big
I'm early.
expectations. Everybody
I
expected
got
him
my
to stat
second
it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw.
That's how long gonna be.
Quickly, this offense gets
Bring
right
to your house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Toss to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Finds his man. It's Daniels. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
What was that?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Shakes off the defender. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they get him down.
And decision time coming to this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in their Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Russell. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned.
281 receiving yards.
Has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Well, Ron Wilson, easy, player of the game.
Without any adventure.
Yeah, I hope so.
Kickoff unit on
500.
the field, and this defense will be
This
called
one's a
on
pass
to
play,
protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Oh my. That's good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. And he's still running after the move.
Look at that shit.
Defense grabs the football.
Rock your motherfucking, rock your world all night. We ain't like that, boy.
That is a costly fumble.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Williams.
I old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Russell.
No, fit.
Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I have film. Oh, still film.
Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Starting to feel a little pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Buys a little time with his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet.
They're coming in, though. It just taking so long.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce, because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you. You're going to continue to put the ball in the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman.
There you go.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to...
Single record. That screen shows the Earl. Yep. Yeah, no record. See, he puts the whole defense in spy. He said this game broken. Yeah, good boy. We don't have an open downfield every time. Ryan Williams, what he had going on that one. I ain't got another record. God damn. Hey, well, yeah, it is tough, ain't it? You got the ACC record, single record, no, receiver record. That's crazy. What Corey gonna say? He'll say something. I was not doing that glitch. I just ran that bitch twice. Oh, that shit won't pass again. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, he got to be up there in number 1.5 now. We got 2 bye weeks. Then got Oregon. Beat him. That nigga